In today's FX markets, let's focus on the British pound today as it's realizing some selling pressure today. We're seeing it down now 3 out of the last 4 sessions. And with today's price action pushing the futures market down to 1.385, that is the low end of the range here for the last several weeks. So again, we're continuing to see some weakness being realized. And I think when you look at the reasons why we're seeing this take place once again today with the selling pressure, there's a couple things to point at. Number one, initially, we did get some pretty decent data from the U.S. this morning when you look at housing prices and consumer confidence. And so I think that helped boost the U.S. dollar a little bit. And we are seeing the dollar holding that 92 handle once again today. So that, I think, was the beginning of why we did see a little bit of pressure on most of the major currency futures markets today. And then as the day persisted, I think another thing that's kind of in the background in the storyline that continues to work its way through the psychology potentially in the market of not only maybe the fundamentals as well is the fact that the potential for travel restrictions for the UK, particularly into Europe, at least initially, that might be something that has to be contended with here in the coming days. And I think that that's shifted sentiment as to the potential for maybe economic activity. Just the idea that there could be some restrictions put in place on travel is also having a little bit of a detrimental impact on the British pound today. So when you look at the general trends, we are seeing a British pound now pushing back down towards the lowest level. Really, with today's close, it looks like it's going to close basically at the lowest level since June 18th. And then when you look at the range here, if we do see any more weakness, we are going to be pushing back down to levels that the markets haven't experienced really in almost 2 months. You have to go back to early May to see the British pound trading down here around this 138 handle. So continued weakness here for a third session out of the last 4 for the British pound. We're seeing general weakness in all the major currency futures markets today as the U.S. dollar continues to hold that 92 handle.